Good morning, New Canaan High School.
I'm Kiara Rapuano coming to you live from the NCTV studio. Today is Friday, April 7th, and a day D.
And I'm Madeline Friedland. Before we can continue with our last broadcast of the third quarter, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Today marks the one-year anniversary of the tragic, unexpected death of a beloved teacher, Kelly Devine. Miss Devine was not only a teacher here at the high school, but also taught at Sachs Middle School and was a swim team coach. In celebration of her favorite color, thank you to everyone who wore blue. To honor her memory, please join us now for a moment of silence. For those of you who didn't get the privilege of getting to know her, we spoke to some teachers to recall some of their memories of her, which will be shown at the end of this broadcast.
Drama Fest is right around the corner. This is an opportunity for students to not only write an original play, but to also have a full cast, rehearsals, and to perform it in front of an audience. This year's Drama Fest winner is Bhaskar Abhiraman, who won with a musical he created and wrote himself. To find out more about his musical and about Drama Fest, NCTV caught up with him earlier in the week.
Fun mix of creative writing and songwriting, two things that I'm really about. I thought I'd just spice up Drama Fest this year. The music adds another dimension to the play. I think it really brings something out in the actors and the writing.
Drama Fest will take place April 28th and 29th, so don't forget to buy your tickets and support your fellow classmates.
Also taking place on April 29th is the NC Color Run. This race is a 5K with a start and finish line at NCHS and will go through Waveney Park. But even if running isn't your thing, it is still worth going to experience the 5 color paint stations along the route. It's been 10 days since the kickoff assembly, and with only 100 free shirts left, you should hurry to register. The registration process they have is everybody has to make a pledge page online at nchssf.org or email or text and share through any social media with friends and family. They have only raised $2,800 in pledging so far, but there is still plenty of time to participate.
With the beginning of spring right around the corner, that can only mean one thing. It's film festival season. And for those of you around next week, break is a great time to finish and submit videos to the NCHS Film Festival with categories in the following: narrative, documentary, animation, music video, PSA or commercial, and new this year, open entry. Students can submit up to 3 video and up to 1 video per category. To submit and read the guidelines, visit www.newagefilmfestival.tumblr.com. Similar to the NCHS Film Festival, the 2017 Area 9 Cable Council's Access Awards is also accepting entries. And while most of the categories are the same, the Access Awards also has the addition of the community and school story, animation, stop motion, and high school news show. The only other requirement to submit the film festival is you must have your video air on Education Access, better known as NCTV, before May 7th. If interested, you can email or stop by to talk to Mr. Cebulski. I don't know about you, Maddie, but I will definitely be getting creative over break and attempting to submit some films to these festivals.
That's right, Kiara. It's definitely time we start getting our broadcasting reels together for the Access Awards. Well, the weather definitely has been getting warmer these last few days, but to find out if this trend will continue onto the weekend, let's go over to Caitlin Mulcahy making her NCTV debut. Caitlin, how's it looking?
Thanks, guys. I'm really looking forward to being on the broadcast. And it seems like last week was a complete washout with rain showers a majority of the days. This weekend, however, there will be a significant shift with temperatures rising and the sun coming out. Good morning, NCHS. I'm Caitlin Mulcahy. Let's get a check on the forecast for New Canaan heading into the weekend. Today we'll have partly cloudy skies, and although we'll have a break in the weather, tonight the showers are going to come back with possible flooding. Temperatures will reach up to 46 degrees with lows in the 30s. Moving on to Saturday, the rain will finally give way to sunshine. Temperatures will start to rise with a high in the 50s and a low of 37. Once again, Sunday will be the pick of the week, and it looks like there will be partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the low 60s. Well guys, as Puxatani predicted of winter, April has come in like a ram. But thankfully the lamb is just around the corner as temperatures will rise and give way to the first warm week of spring. Maddie and Kiara, I don't know if you plan on staying local, but it looks like it's time to break out those sunglasses.
You're right, Caitlin. I will definitely be breaking those out. And welcome back to the broadcast. Now, Kiara, I don't know about you, but I am super excited for break.
Me too, Maddie, but as usual, our Rams next week don't get a break. Here to find out more about our sports teams, let's head over to Dom Maitino for the second week in a row with our Rams Sports Report. Dom.
Thanks, girls. Now, while the rain has affected some of our Rams, we still have a lot of sports to get through this week. Hey, what's going on, NCHS? It's Dom Maitino coming to you back-to-back with the Rams Sports Report. Despite the rain yesterday, the weather still seems to be clearing up. With that said, the golf teams are ready for action. The guys had a fantastic season last year, going 13-3. And this year, they must overcome the loss of now Division I golfer Justin Clark to have the same season. The guys are led by senior captains George Garrett and Weston Shanley and will be getting help from returning players junior Grant Carlson, sophomores Gunnar Greeno and Grant Mellinger, and finally up-and-coming freshman Max Orwitz. Their season will tee off on April 17th, where they play Stanford at the Country Club of New Canaan. Girls golf is gearing up and ready to launch into what should be another great season. With three returning captains Tessa Piantowski, Abigail Kerr, and Alex Exposito, they were 10-4 last year and came in 4th in states. Head coach Priscilla Schultz is ready to lead them to another successful season. The girls are the boys' meet last week was canceled, but the girls are off to a great start in girls track. On Monday, they went to Staples, where they secured the dub, nearly beating the record 74-71. Senior Drew Davis came in first in both the mile and 2-mile. Sophomore speedster Bridget Salmini got first place in the 200 and second place in both the 100 and 400. The girls swept the 800 with senior Lauren Carlson, junior Chloe McAuliffe, and sophomore Katie Miller taking first, second, and third respectively. And finally, the 4x400 meter relay was won by a large margin, with runners Bridget Salmini, Katie Miller, Kay Kennelly, and Lauren Carlson coming in first overall. Nice work, ladies. Now we move on to boys volleyball. After a crushing 3-0 loss to Joel Barlow on Saturday, the boys bounced back. On Wednesday, they traveled to Greenwich, where they dominated the Cardinals 3-0. Now tonight, they'll look to extend the win streak when they play Fairfield Ward. Now, speaking of dominating performances, the boys' baseball team has rocketed off to a good start. On Monday, they faced off against Greenwich, coming away with an 8-3 win over the Cardinals. Greenwich took the early lead with 2 runs in the first inning. However, New Canaan will respond with 2 runs in the 5th inning and a huge 6 runs in the 6th. Keep up the good work, boys, and good luck. On Monday, softball played against Barlow for their opening game. After being down 4-0 in the first inning, the girls came back to win 8-6. Some notable performances came from senior Molly Keshin, who hit a 2-run home run to tie the game in the 5th, and her sister Rachel, who had 2 triples and 2 RBIs. Now, while the girls lacrosse are waiting to start the regular season next week, the boys lacrosse season officially began Wednesday, taking on a tough Wilton team at Dunning. It was a tight game the whole way, with lots of back-and-forth scoring. Tied late in the game, senior Graham Braden came up clutch, scored the game-winning goal with just 11 seconds left, leading the Rams to the 9-8 victory. Now today, the boys traveled down to Philadelphia to play arguably the #1 team in the country, McDonough from Maryland. The two top 25 teams faced off at UPenn to play at a neutral site, and boy, it should be a good one. Now, before I get rained out, I hope all of you have a wonderful break, and good luck to all of our athletes. May and Kiara, back to you.
Thanks, Dom. Now, before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Kendall Bellandino, Josephine Bossity, Nicholas Hoagie, Stefan Hoagie, and Charlotte Pratt. Also, if you have any announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78 a week prior to the announcements. This has been Madeline Friedland.
And I'm Kiara Apuano. Now, to honor Miss Devine's memory, we leave you now with a few moments with Miss Munson and Miss Cheglio to honor her memory. Have a good weekend, NCHS, and see you after break.
Actually, the 1 year of her death, and it's been a really difficult year. Every event, every milestone has been, Kelly would have been here, Kelly would have said this, Kelly would have done that. When you have someone as energetic and happy and passionate about everything, it's very difficult to kind of
pick only a few words.
I do think about what she would do at times, and I do aspire to be as great as she was, and it's, you know, she's still an inspiration.
If she was here now, I'd probably say, "Grr you for leaving."
You can come back now, because it was too soon, and she should be here.
She was someone that no matter what found the good in people and the good in situations.
She just made me want to be better, a better person, a better teacher, a better coach, a better friend, better everything.